Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Today we're starting a new reading vlog, and if you did not watch I finally read the Outlander reading vlog, you need to go check that out. It is already up on my channel and I'll put it right here for you. But I ended up reading the Outlander, and you can go watch that video for my thoughts. But I hope I like this next book a little bit better, and I'm going to read The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson, and I have the audiobook for this. I heard that the audiobook is super good, so I'm going to do the audiobook. I'm going to listen to it while I'm at work, and I'm also going to kind of like read it in tandem with the audiobook too while I'm at home. But I do want to watch this show because I've heard that it's really good. I did not watch the Outlander show because I was just kind of over it, but this is just like, this seems like it's more my speed. So that's what we're going to do in this video. I hope that you like it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button before you leave, like, comment, all that good stuff, and you'll see me read this book. That's what we're doing. Hey y'all, so I'm here to check in with you on this video and The Haunting of Hill House. I am about halfway through. I'm listening to it on audio at 2 times speed, so it says that I have about like hour and a half, 2 hours left. So while I am working from home, I am also going to be listening to the book. So that's what I'm doing today. I don't feel all that great. I have a headache. Woke up with one. So glad that it did not turn into a migraine, but yep, that's what I'm doing today. I hopefully will be able to talk to you at the end of the day and tell you that I finished this book. I'm really liking it so far. It's just now starting to get super creepy to the point where I'm like, do I really want to listen to this while I'm at home by myself? You know? But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's interesting. I am very glad that I decided to listen to the audiobook, because if I would have read this, I probably wouldn't have read it like I have said for most of my classics that I read. Shirley Jackson is like a fabulous writer, but I don't want to sit there and read it with my eyeballs. So I really like listening to it. I'm also planning on watching the show as well, so you'll get to see some of that too in this video, hopefully. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Hopefully I'm not pushing myself too hard, because I still have a headache. But I am one of those people that I don't want to be like, hey, I'm working from home, but not really working from home, you know? So it's just that mentality that I have.
Wondering if she could speak now. And then she heard a little soft cry.
Just finished this, and I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I liked it, and I can tell why this is still such a, I'm not gonna say impactful, but super important story to a lot of people. I personally didn't find it as terrifying, you know, as a lot of other people, but I could see why back in the 50s when this was made, why it was so scary. because the whole house is an entity itself, and that's terrifying. And just the way that the characters in this book, after they spent a whole week in that house, how they changed and their personalities changed and how they were influenced by the house and everything like that. I can tell why a lot of people were freaked out about this, like were freaked out while reading this story, especially, you know, back when it first came out, because this story is seemingly terrifying if you think about it in that way. So if you've never read this book, think of it kind of like the Amityville horror movie, if you've seen that before. Maybe like The Conjuring or something like that. Just know that this was made before this book. Or, I'm sorry, this book was written before those movies, and I can see how those movies were influenced by this. I will be watching the show, and you will be seeing me watching the show, probably in a little bit like of clips here and there, because I am a total scaredy cat when it comes to scary, like watching scary things. I love watching them, but I'll literally be watching the whole show like this and peeking through. So you'll probably see me right now.
No live organism can continue to exist sanely under conditions of absolute reality. Even larks and katydids are supposed by some to dream. Hill House, not sane, stood by itself against its hills, holding darkness within.
Close your eyes. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Mm-mm. Just finished episode 1. I'm a little creeped out. A little bit. Yep. So most likely was watching like this and all that kind of stuff. But just know that I am giving this book 4 stars. I really enjoyed this book. I love Shirley Jackson. I like a lot of her short stories. This is the first novel that I've read from her. But when I was a teacher, I taught the lottery, and the kids really loved that story too. It was one of the first things that I ever taught. Like, it was during the school year, it was one of the first things that I taught them, just to talk about literary elements, plot, setting, all that kind of stuff, and they just really enjoyed it. So Shirley Jackson is a queen. She will always be a queen. She's a good writer. Everything that she writes is captivating in its own way, and this does not disappoint either. So I am glad that I finally read/listened to this story. So that is my review. I hope that you enjoyed this. I am going to be doing this series again with another book, but I don't know where it is right now, and I'm going to keep it a surprise this time, because I kind of told you what I was going to be doing with this one in the last video. If you haven't watched the last video, I read the Outlander, or not the Outlander, but Outlander, and I kind of ruined this one for you. But just know that the next book that I read is going to be a science fiction book. I'll give you that much. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Let me know what you thought of this book, if you've read it, if you're going to read it now, all of the above. Just let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.